There are so many announcements in Data 8 that I decided to make a video. Before I go through them all in detail, let me just say that week 3 is when things start to get busy. Now you've learned about arrays, you're working with tables, and those are programming techniques that are specific to data science, and we're going to use them throughout the course. So the best thing you can possibly do for yourself is try to master them now so that you become more and more comfortable with these techniques as the course goes on. Homework 2 is due on Thursday, but if you wait until Thursday to do it, you're already behind. Try to complete it by Wednesday for an early submission bonus point. If you want to be done by Wednesday, you should be starting on Monday. There are array arithmetic questions on this homework that are not obvious, so you might have to read them and think about them for a while, talk to a friend, think about them some more, and there's still a chance you'll get stuck. And that's fine, as long as you didn't wait until the last minute to do the homework. If you get stuck, come to office hours, here's the schedule, or post on Piazza. On Piazza, I encourage you to post publicly. You can do that anonymously. That way everyone can see your question and the response. Unless your question contains a solution to one of the problems, at which point you should post privately. It's fine to post privately too. Either way, the staff's going to try to get back to you quickly. You're also welcome to answer each other's questions. Now, office hours are a great way to find help, but sometimes they get crowded. So we're trying something new this semester, small group tutoring for Data 8. I've gone to great lengths to hire a bunch of tutors who are going to lead small group sessions. Now, tutoring is not just for people who are behind in the course. Tutoring is the best way we know to teach people something. In these tutoring sessions, you can get customized instruction, help with homeworks and projects, help with concepts, or just talk about whatever you want. Small group tutoring is generally awesome. I've tried it in some of the other courses I've taught, and it was popular there. I expect it will be popular here. However, there's still some room. So I encourage you to sign up by following this link to a Piazza post that gives you instructions. You're going to study and work on homework anyway. Why not do it with a member of the course staff there to help you out? I also like the idea of small group tutoring because then you'll know a few more students in the class, and if you want, you can form a study group with them and continue to meet even when your tutor isn't there. I think this small group tutoring is especially useful for students who are new to programming. I'd go so far as to say that it's crazy not to take advantage of this if you're just learning to program. Here you are in Berkeley. I hear the classes are kind of large, but now you're getting an instructor for just 4 or 5 people at a time. Tutoring is available to everybody. Whoever signs up first is going to get the slots. So I recommend signing up pretty soon before it fills up. The way it works is that you will commit to a time where you come every week for the rest of the semester. It's only 45 minutes, no big deal, but you can use that 45 minutes in order to get ahead in the class. Exactly how you spend your time is up to you and your tutor, but the tutors are going to come prepared with some practice problems, and they've already looked at the homeworks and labs, so they can help you out with those too. The last topic for announcements is the participation policy. One way to earn participation credit is to attend lecture. And now there's a lecture attendance form linked here and also here. Let's take a look. When I announce in live lecture that it's time to take attendance, you'll go to this form. Your email address will automatically be recorded because you're logged in. If you're not logged in, it will ask you to log in. And then you'll say what row and what column you're seated in. And if for some reason you're not seated in a row and a column, then you can tell me about it here. You'll find a map of one Pimentel linked here. And this gives you the letter of each row and the number of each column. Why would I ask you to say what row and column you're in? Well, I think it's interesting to see how people move around during the semester. And it also makes it harder to pretend you're in lecture when you're really not. Because I'll take a photograph of all the empty seats, and then if anyone claims they're in an empty seat or two people are in the same seat, then I'll know something fishy is going on. Now, can this attendance system still be gamed? I'm sure it can. But don't game the attendance system. Just show up if you're going to come and earn attendance credit. And if you don't want to show up, that's totally fine with me. There's a perfectly good alternative way to earn participation points. So participation can be earned by attending lecture or by completing a final independent data investigation. Some people thought this data investigation was some sort of punishment for not showing up to lecture. It's not that at all. I don't care which one of these you choose. In fact, I kind of encourage everybody to choose the data investigation because that's what data science is all about: exploring data sets, performing statistical tests, finding predictions. And here is a description of exactly what you have to do in order to complete your final independent data investigation. We are going to have a presentation in the Berkeley Institute for Data Science during RRR week where you can tell people about your investigations. Now, this is optional. You could instead just attend lecture and then you get participation points that way. And attending lecture just means showing up for at least 2 lectures a week for at least 10 weeks. Now, if you don't want to show up to lecture, you'll save something like 20 hours. If you watch them all on double speed instead of showing up, you'll save something like 10 hours. And that's my guess for how long it will take to complete the data investigation. So from a time management standpoint, both of these are equally appealing options. It just depends on what you want to do. Now, I did say in the very first day that some students are not eligible for just receiving participation credit by attending lecture. And those are the students with both statistics and computer science previous experience. I want to make sure that you get something out of this class, given that you've seen much of the material before. What does it mean to have prior experience? Well, here's the description. It's a little bit different from what I said on the first day, because I interviewed a bunch of students who had taken these courses before and had also taken Data 8 to see how much overlap there really was. And here's what we came up with. Wow, that was a lot of announcements. So maybe I'll see you in lecture, maybe I won't. It's totally fine either way, but please don't fall behind in this course, and please don't wait until the last minute to do the homework.